Hey, what's going on? I just platinumed The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales, and these are my final thoughts before I move on to the next game. This game, in my opinion, is overpriced. It currently has a $70 um, upgrade version with three bonus items. Two of them are okay, and one of them I didn't even use. But in my opinion, this game has a lot of shortcomings that would put this game in a $40 bracket. Um, I don't think this is a terrible game overall, but I definitely don't agree with all the people on the internet giving it an 8 or higher out of 10. I think at best this game's a 6 out of 10, but among my reasons for thinking that, one of my major things that drags it down for me is the excessive amount of banter in the game. The fairy just says a
Let's
lot of.
see, where are we?
You'll hear that frequently just from opening your map.
Let's see, where are we?
It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens frequently enough to the point where I turned off the voices in my game for a period of time, but I would prefer hearing the story through dialogue. I just don't want the banter. Among the banter is constantly hearing the main character charging up and making all the grunting noises and everything. I really wish developers would stop doing that in games or give players the option to completely turn off repetitive banter. This game does give you the option to turn it down or to reduce it, but not to turn it off. So that really dragged down the experience for me personally. Another thing the game does is it has a time travel mechanic that is completely wasted. It has four different eras, and the map stays practically identical in all four eras. And the only differences are the towns. There's one town, a single town on in every single era. So that in itself is a bit of a letdown, in my opinion. But the towns are different, and some of the paths, depending on what era you're in, inside of the dungeons and things, will be different. That is it. They really don't do a good job of utilizing the time travel mechanic, in my opinion, and it also leaves um, quite a few plot holes. And overall, the story was a bit too kumbaya for me. Um, a lot of the things that they think are like a major reveal end up being like a dead giveaway. So I don't really think the story was one of its biggest components, and there were elements of the they thems. There's a major story element that, in my opinion, falls under furry territory. For those of you that have issues with that, this game might be something you would want to avoid. Um, it is a very it's a very Zelda inspired game. For those of people out there saying that it's not a Zelda clone, there there are some variation or some differences, but it's a Zelda clone. Like, people that are telling you that it's not are blowing smoke up your backside, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's how you do
Um,
it.
you'll hear things like that constantly from the fairy as well while you're battling. You don't put your shield up and you get hit. The fairy will have something to say. You go into your inventory and the fairy will have something to say. You can, like I said, there's an option to turn it down, and it doesn't happen every single time, but it does become noticeable. There is an option in the main menu to get bonuses in the lower right of the screen. Right there it says promotional bonuses, push triangle. The demos for any of these games, if the demo exists, the demo will work to get the bonus. For those of you out there that don't know, I used the demo for Trials of Mana to get that bonus. The Platinum, there's a minor degree of grind. Overall, it's simple, but two aspects you may want to look at a spoiler-free guide are the manuscripts and the side quests, because there are missables within that. The game does tell you, if you're paying attention, that certain things can be missable. So do pay attention to that. But overall, the Platinum wasn't all that difficult. You can play it on the easiest difficulty. For the people out there that are wanting to check this game out, honestly, my opinion, wait for a sale, 30, 35 bucks. You're probably going to enjoy yourself more. But hope that helps. Keep on gaming.